No cut, no editing, just like yesterday. We're gonna do a reflection on this whole concept called aura, and we really gonna dive about the enigmatic power of your inner light. So, life is everything that you make it to be, and you have the power to make your experience on Earth as enjoyable as you want it to be. And there's a lot of virtue signaling people who have this superiority complex when it comes to their spiritual level, where my thing is you are never too good for your environment. You get to decide how good your environment is, where it's always relative to you. So this kind of like snubby approach to life where you feel that you are higher than people, you have this higher vibration, I think is doing a disservice on your experience, because now you get to be this person who might be good, feeling like he's good to himself and the people around him, but you're more not on enjoying yourself by seeing the bad, where the that person who's transferring is always seeing the good even in the bad, where bad is not even a thing to him. And for lack of a better word, transferring is pretty much what aura maxing is. And it's having this enigmatic power to yourself where your charisma is speaking louder than your physical self. So all that is pretty much what the law of attraction is, but on steroids. Where my issue with the law of attraction is you're more coming from a point of needing. Transferring is coming more from a point of you already have it inside of you, and it's pretty much this spotlight that is shown onto you. What is aura is the spotlight that is put on you, and as you're gaining wisdom and self-love, this spotlight is becoming bigger and bigger, and you just get to be this person that is whole, I who have this bright aura, and you get to see things in a different way than a lot of people, where what is mundane is not even mundane to you, and you can make the mundane look good to anyone just by your spotlight. Your light is so bright that you can make anything in the spotlight. You can put everything in that spotlight and that thing gonna look good. It's kind of like a way to express how you can have this power to enchant everything that you want if you put your mind into it, where you have this person, let's say you are at a bar. I don't even drink, but let's say for the sake of this presentation that we at the bar, and you want to enjoy yourself, but you think that the bar is lame. But for the one who cannot even fathom to be lame, will look at the bar as an opportunity to see the beauty in the mundane. So that person that is sitting right next to him, that alcoholic person who always there is he's a perfect attendance type of guy, where he's always there every day drinking the same drink every day and stuff. You will look at this experience that he's having at the bar as a way to kind of like elevate his spotlight, where now you're more working on having a good experience instead of, oh, like it's a lame bar, let's go somewhere else. You cannot complain about the music being bad and the vibe being bad when yourself you're being bad and you're seeking to have this good. And that's my issue with the law of attraction. You're needing, it's this neediness to these concept that you're chasing, where this concept is already within you. You could probably talk to the guy that is working on the front desk to ask him if you can put some music, something else, or you can just dance to the music that they're playing, getting drunk or whatever. I don't drink, but getting drunk, having fun, and just making the most out of this experience. And that's how you elevate your aura to a point where people cannot fathom this experience that you could have in this predicament, because there's these expectation, there's these perception that we want to protect of ourselves or self images, and you cannot have a good spotlight about yourself if you're always worrying about the way that you're being perceived. the spotlight is on you, so it's up to you to be this thing that is whole with himself, that makes the spotlight look good on you. It's not because the spotlight is on you that the spotlight will show the good in you, but it's relative to you. And that's where I'm coming from. And I hope I'm being as clear as possible, because it's really a thing that you need to reflect on. It's not something that you can like assess overnight. And I think it's a good starting point to kind of like shape our experiences in a way that's going to benefit our life, because we don't want to be these beings that are just here for the sake of being here. It's all about making this experience on earth as this thing that you want it to be, which is yourself. It's inside of you. I don't want to contradict myself, because I said that it's relative to you, the way that you see the world and stuff, but it's really inside of you. And like I said, you shape your experience, and the now is everything that you make about yourself. So you don't, like I said, the experience in the bar, you don't get to decide what is good or bad. You can decide how you can detach your emotion from the current experience. Where I think there's a lot of value in. Oh, my computer is shutting off. Okay, let's go back to it. I think there's a lot of power in desexualizing your brain, where a lot of people have this issue with loneliness. They cannot seem to find a partner, or they may found a partner but they don't get the same reciprocation when it comes to love. And I think that desexualizing your brain and not having this neediness to it is really the best way to help all your interpersonal relationship in life, because you get to be the power of your emotion. Your emotion is not the power of you. Where it's not really about what happens, but more how you can transcend to that experience that happened. Where it's not about the now necessarily, but how the now is making you a better for the next now. I think it's pretty much how I can sum this up. And the best way to really encapsulate everything that I just said, there's this quote that I came with, which is spaciousness, not emptiness, which is exactly what I'm talking about, where you shape your experience on earth. You can put the same person in the same room. You have this one person who think that the room is empty, but the other one will think that the room is spacious. That's pretty much what transferring is all about. It's all about being removed from your emotion and really looking at the things that happen in front of you for what it is. So the room isn't empty, it's spacious. You see that as an opportunity, where my example with the party, you had this party that you think is lame. No such thing as a lame party to someone that is cool. So it's all about how you can frame the situation as a way to make you a better at now. It's all about how can you be good at the action of now, as a dumbed down way. And to extrapolate my whole point to art, because I love to make references from art and pop culture and stuff. There's this painter Mark Rothko who have these minimalistic painting where he give the interpretation to the people that are looking at his art. He will put a small description of what you should on how you should perceive this piece, but then after that it's up to you to decide the value, the relationship that you have with this painting. Where true artists can only create when they can create concepts that are not from the physical world. Where I think he's kind of like a groundbreaking painter. He took a lot of inspiration from this one guy, I think he was Makshavich. Yeah, this guy, where he pretty much like created a piece of painting that was so abstract that the human brain can't even um, conceptualize it as a physical thing on earth. It's like your experience on earth is only relative to you. We can't even define as human what is truly real or not real. But we have this notion that what we look at, what we see, like my laptop or whatever is what it is, but it's really not. It's just a way for our brain to understand the world around us. But in reality, everything that we know as today is probably not even there. It's all a product of your imagination, and that's where I think you need to put the work in putting all the emphasis of your inner light on your inner light in order to really use your imagination to frame everything around yourself as this thing that is higher, better than what you can make it to be. And that's where I'm coming from with this video. Aura maxing, this term that Gen Z came up with in order to like simplify this concept. I think it's more from a point of doing so much inner work that all your experiences are serving a higher purpose to the now. So I hope you understand. Mets un j'aime, commente et on se revoit pour la prochaine fois. Bois de l'eau et mange tes fruits et légumes. Stay great. Bye.